We get the question all the time, what's my number? How much money do I need in my portfolio to retire? And I think there's a lot to that question, but let's try to boil it down to its most common denominators. The first one is lifestyle. Well, how much money do you need month in and month out, right? Some families live very conservative lifestyles. They don't have a whole lot of spending. So that number could be low all the way through to families that have a lot more going on and need a lot more income every single month. So you first kind of have to find that out. So then we can back into what I like to think of just a general kind of financial planning, retirement distribution, where we're really getting a gauge for how do we fulfill that number. And to me, it's like a 4 to 5% distribution off of your investable assets is generally sustainable. So what do I mean by that? So 4 to 5% of $1 million portfolio, let's just call it 40 to 50,000. 40, $50,000 a year is generally sustainable to take that amount out of a portfolio that's worth $1 million that is invested. Okay. And why? Because if we're invested in, let's say, roughly around 60% in the stock market and 40% in the bond market, we would expect that portfolio to grow around 7%. And so if we're growing around 7% through market cycles, not going to happen every single year, but if that's our average through a 3 and 5 year cycles, if we take 4 to 5% out, we're leaving ourselves a little cushion for inflation. So we adjust for inflation down the road. And that becomes then perpetual and gives you a good portfolio stream. So I think that's how you like to think through, just generally speaking, what's my number?